Hi there, just Matt Luxton. I hope you're well. Just wanted to shoot this quick video for you just so you could see a little bit more about the Training Peaks app and perhaps just a bit more sort of an insider view and how I can help you achieve your goals through using this app, which I find really, really useful. I used it first with one of my coaches for when I was training for my triathlon this year. I found it really easy to use. In the sense that when I uploaded my information from my watch, all the information goes straight onto there, and he could see exactly what I'd done, and that obviously helped him to plan my next week's training. So obviously that's what I'm looking to do with yourself, and then that can help me make the training more specific to where you're at exactly, so it's live, real time. So if I just open it up, so you just go in, you might have the Training Peaks app on your phone, okay, which would be great if you did. If you haven't already signed up for an account, you need to just sign up. It's absolutely free. So I've already got an account. So if I just log into my personal one, just so you can kind of see a little bit of like kind of what I did, but not so much that, just more to do with how it will look for you as an athlete. Not sure how I remove that. Did I remove that? Yes, cool. Right. So, I mean, obviously, like recently, I haven't been doing an awful lot like of training. But if we go back to a week for like specifically triathlon training, great thing about this app as well. So you can kind of see along here. So there's a swim that was planned. Okay, there's a run. There's what we call a brick, and a brick is basically just a bike followed by a run. There's another swim. This was a rest day. Here we've got just some practice of transition going on, and then here was a little swim, and that was an endurance-based bike run for me on that week, and that was the week before my triathlon, or 2 weeks before, yeah, a week before my triathlon. So the great thing about this, it tells us the total duration that I actually trained for, the swim duration, the bike duration, and the run duration, okay, and then the brick duration, which, as I explained, is the bike followed by the run. Total distance covered. This here is a score which don't need to worry too much about. It's based on heart rate and then percentage of my maximum, so I can kind of see almost how much, how hard I've been training as a percentage of what I can do. Swim distance, bike distance, run distance, and then elevation gained on all of those different disciplines. All right, so you can kind of see exactly what I've been up to each week, and you go back through the weeks and you can see all the same information again. And then where we've uploaded. So if we just have a little look at a sample session, so you'd come in and it might be, for instance, it might have been Friday the 21st, but I can actually see what I've got going on next week, which is really useful for me because then I can obviously plan in when I've got time to do sessions, etc. So let's just click on a sample, sample session, for instance here. Let's just click on that. Okay, so the run. So as here, it actually planned for me to do an hour and 10 minutes. Looks like I did an hour and 4, so naughty me, 6 minutes short. What I actually covered there, the distance, my pace per mile, how many calories I burned, how many feet I gained, how hard I worked again, and then the elevation loss. So I declined 525 feet as well. Then my pace is here, so like my average pace, my maximum pace per mile, and then because I was wearing a heart rate monitor, you could see the minimum my heart rate was, so 63, average heart rate 144, maximum heart rate 176. Now the great thing about this is obviously when we get feedback from you, I can see, okay, so average heart rate of 144. Matt, how did that feel today? Okay, I felt pretty good, probably about a 7 out of 10, which is great because I can obviously then know, right, so if I want to do a 7 out of 10, if I don't want to pitch it too hard, but I'm going to give you a specific kind of heart rate to work between, so it might be like 130 to 150, just to make sure you're in that area. Then it's great because I know that you can do that, and it's about 7 out of 10. It's not going to tax you too much, etc. So that's really, really good for that in terms of that total distance climbed, etc. So here you'll see the session details. So I had a 2-mile warm up, 8 1,000 meter efforts, okay, at a certain pace, with 200 meter sort of rest between reps. All right, so and then a 1 mile cool down. So that's what I did on that day. Obviously, the sessions that you get given are going to be different. Because of the distances that we're going to be covering, etc., and the races. So as we go through, you'll see different sorts of sessions. But in a nutshell, that's how it works. I think it's great because you can kind of see what's coming. I love the fact that you know a little bit in advance, and we can also tweak it. So if you ring me up here on Thursday the 27th, and I've planned this a session here, a 10-mile run, but you say, man, I'm really tired this week, I can easily go in, edit what I need you to do based on what you're telling me, so we can tweak the program live, which is great. I think that's it really. The other good thing that you can see on this is in the dashboard. I can actually have a little look then and see as we go through the training. Right, so during the start, so if swimming is your relatively weak event, then you might look to do more swimming in the early parts. So you might actually see like a little bit more as a percentage of the total training you do. Then you've got bike duration and run duration, which is quite nice. Here you've got the completed distance, so you would expect to do a lot more distance on the bike just because of the distance covered in an event. And it's pretty brutal on the body to run lots and lots. So we're gonna you'll have similar things to that there, that pie chart, and then your planned duration here. So 7% of my training program was bike run, 16% was run, 25% swimming, and 50% cycling, which I think is a fair split really. So yeah, that's it. I think if you've got any questions, let me know. Obviously, emailing over to info@fa-fitness.co.uk. Hopefully, it gives you a little bit of information and a little insight into what we're going to be getting up to as we get cracking with the program. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.